the nut trees.
Yeah, that's good.
And I was just a bit worried because I thought it gave me a flower, like a single flower a year ago.
Yeah.
And it was a bit of a sook for the first year or two.
Yeah.
And I was just sort of like, no. Well,
it's okay. And look, in winter, when they've lost the leaves, the apricots can do with a little bit of, say, a fungus, just to counteract any fungus problems that the gummosis might be on about. And something like a copper spray would be good.
So what I did was that I trimmed it for the first time, and what I did was seal the ends with tar to prevent any fungal disease, and I did that to all my stone fruits. But this was the first time I actually trimmed back my nectarine and peach tree, and I actually had no peaches.
Oh,
first time.
But if they're only 2 years old...
No, I had heaps last year and even more the year before. Like within 3 months of me planting them, I had about 15 peaches and about a handful of nectarines. And the following year, I didn't know I had to trim them. And I only got about 1 nectarine and about 5 peaches.
But you've actually done the right thing, Kira, because when a tree, like a fruit tree, is young, you're best to concentrate on its shape and its strength rather than too many fruit. So I think you're okay.
So should I trim back the peach and nectarine this year or not, since I've got nothing else?
All I would do with that one is get rid of any crossing branches in the middle, sort of make it like a vase shape. And then you'll be pretty right. You sound like you're doing well, though, with your garden in Port Melbourne.
Yes, and I'd like you to head off to the greenery in Heidelberg with a $50 voucher.
Really?
Yeah, no drama.
Oh, thank you so much.
No worries.
You sound so keen.
And I'll throw in the go-go juice too.
Oh,
that's very good.
That is stuff that's really good. That'll bring back worms and all sorts of life into your soil.
Yeah, it's very good stuff.
Oh, that'll be wonderful.
Good on you, Kira.
Thank you so much.
It sounds as though you'll enjoy your garden.
I love it.
Yeah,
good on you.
That's good.
That's nice.
I'll hold the line and we'll get your details as we say good morning to Steve.
Oh, good morning. Thanks for the show. I can feel the vibes. Another grand final, Darren, coming up for us.
Just a little bit of a vibe there, is there?
Yeah,
Two in a row. That's been very greedy.
Oh, no. Well, no.
No, go on.
But it's all good. It's all good, and whatever the outcome is, it's still good. It's good to be near there. Yeah. Look, I just wanted to... I'm a bit confused, and I'm sorry if I sound a little bit, dumb or vague, but I can't understand what perennial is and what annual is. I don't understand what you do with them.
Yeah, no worries. An annual is like a plant that you put it in the ground, it flowers, and then it dies in 1 year. Or even less than 1 year. Say a petunia, okay? Petunias went over summer. They're coming to their end sort of now up to about Easter, and then you take them out, throw them away into the compost, as Martin says. A perennial is something that you plant and it flowers, and then you might cut it back, and then it comes again next year. So they can go on for 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or many, many years.
When do you know to cut it back, though, Jane? I don't know when I just pull them out, but you don't pull them out.
Yeah, you don't pull a perennial out, but the annuals, once an annual like a petunia starts to look a bit sort of, it's just looking raggly-taggly, you normally pull them out, and that's when you start planting the winter and spring things.
Thanks.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good.
Thanks, Steve. Take care. To Judy, good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Hi, Judy.
Morning.
Hello there. On Wednesday, our Probes Club had a day trip up into the Yarra Valley. This included a visit to the Blue Lotus Water Garden.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Which was absolutely marvellous. Covers a very big area.
It's near Warburton, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
You were talking about this the other day, weren't you?
Yeah.
And obviously, over the size of the garden that there is a lot of stagnant water. I never saw one mosquito, and I'm wondering why.
Now, Dr. Carney said that he's worried more about the ones that come up in the dusk.
nighttime mozzies.
So maybe the daytime mosquitoes, they just weren't there.
Yeah, maybe so.
Yeah. And they don't like moving water, do they, mosquitoes?
No, No, well, I mean, stagnant water is what they like, because most of the area was covered in stagnant water.
Or water that wasn't moving.
And never saw one.
Yeah.
I was just surprised.
Is it a lovely garden worth visiting?
It is absolutely stunning.
Oh, I think I need to take a visit.
I think it's open till the end of this month.
Oh, good on you, Judy.
Excellent. Thanks, Judy, for the call. To Sally, good morning.
Oh, good morning, everybody.
I hate mosquitoes, and they love me. If there's
You've
one
got royal
mosquito,
blood, have you? Yeah.
if there's one mosquito within a 5-kilometre radius, it'll hone in on me.
Oh, dear.
And before I know it, I will have a lump on my skin and I'll be scratching like mad. So I simply... well, you get the message.
Yes.
But anyway, the reason I called is because I have come across a product that not many people seem to know about. I've got a pool in the backyard, and I've got lots of pockets of water around the place with pot plants, where I've watered pot plants.
Yeah.
And it's a silicon-based product. You put a few drops on the water and it spreads over the surface of the water and it stops the breeding cycle.
What's the name of it?
Which has helped us a lot because of this problem I have. It's called Aquitaine.
Aquitaine.
They used to say put a cup of Kero on top of the water.
A little bit of kerosene to spread over,
In the old days.
I know, I heard about that, but this one is non-toxic.
Aquitaine.
Completely organic.
Do you know?
And,
Never heard of it. Never heard of it.
Sally, that's terrific. Okay, so it's just it's a silicon sort of thing that just causes a little film over the top of the water so the mozzies can't breed.
Yes, absolutely. And I only heard about it through a friend, so I've since found out that there's a company in South Dandenong who manufacture it, and it's sold through Garrard's, but I got it through a friend. It comes in a little bottle.
Excellent.
Aquitaine.
And it's been fantastic for us.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah.
So you haven't been bitten by mozzies this year yet?
Well, they still come from the neighbours, so I have to talk the neighbours into getting But anyway, just thought that might be helpful.
Yeah, that's
for
really terrific. Thank you.
I've got a theory on those mosquito lights. You know the ones where they get zapped?
Zap. Yeah.
And you know how they say they cover an acre?
They could.
I reckon make a model one, just get a purple light, and then if the neighbour sees it and he says, "What's that?" Say, "Oh, it's my mozzie zapper. They're really good, they really work." And then he'll go and buy one, and it covers your house. Is that the stupidest theory you've heard?
It might be.
It's 7 to 10.
This is The Big Backyard with Jane and Darren.
And to John, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, John.
I'd like to talk about my peach tree. When it was budding, there was a lot of ants on it, so I sprayed it with Mortine.
Oh, heck. Gee, you've overkilled there. Oh.
And what happened, John?
There's a lot of burnt bits on it, and I was just wondering if it's going to recover and what I do to enhance the recovery.
What do you reckon, Martin?
Yeah, good chance that comes up and add it to the compost.
Yeah,
I think.
that's right.
Oh, dear.
One.
Look, if it hasn't come good now, because you're looking 6 months ago, John, more than 6 months ago. So when it was budding, gee, that was a harsh thing to do. If there was ants, I would get some soapy water or something like that.
Warm soapy water.
You don't want to overdo on the mortar.
No.
For sure, on the trees.
Dorothy, good morning.
Oh, good morning.
Yes.
Jane, Darren. And
Hi,
Mark.
Dorothy.
Hi. I have a pear tree. I've moved into a property that really didn't have any backyard, and it's basically got a pear tree, which produced a half a dozen pears, but it's got 6 very thin trunks, and it's about 5 to 6 metres tall.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, should I cut some of those trunks out and, prune it back, make it shorter, smaller? What should I do with it?
Halve it.
Yeah, I would
Keep the 6 trunks, probably, particularly if it's got the vase shape that Jane mentioned earlier. And this winter,
chop them back
to half.
And the pear trees generally, Dorothy, are really tough trees.
Right.
Yeah.
So I can bring it down to, about 2 or 3 metres?
Yes. If it's 6 metres high, I'd take it down to about 3 or 4, yes.
All right, and just keep the 6 trunks?
Yes, I would, yeah.
All right. Can I ask another quick question? Australian natives, will they grow in my very cold climate?
Oh, there's plenty of Australian natives that love the cold.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, some of the grevilleas, there's millions of them, hakeas, the bottle brushes, terrific thing.
Martin, good luck in Chelsea.
Thank you.
Can you keep in touch with us? Tell us how it's all going.
We'll give you a ring, eh?
All right,
that'd be terrific.
Martin,
and also
Semken.
the Flower and Garden Show, which is on at the end of March.
End of March, and it's going to be brilliant.
You are one busy
It's
man.
going to be perfect.
That's right.
Busy man.
See you tomorrow, Jane.